Okay, what am I looking at? It says evaluate using partial fractions, and you might say, I don't think it's possible. They wouldn't be asking a question if it wasn't possible. I really mean that. But I don't want to look at the K. I just want to, I want to go to the whiteboard again. So when I'm doing that, I'm going to go to the whiteboard, and I'm going to start to write down what I think I need to do. Right? What do I need to do? The partial fractions first. And again, let's put this down. So what do you get? You get 6. And at the bottom, you get n plus 5. And then you get, let's see, n plus 6. It could be nightmarish, but I hope it's not that bad you can't do it. So I think it did okay. And that's going to be a over n plus 5 plus the b over n plus 6 plus the c over n plus 7. Multiply both sides by the LCD. You get 6. And then you get a n plus 6, n plus 7, don't despair, plus b, n plus 5, n plus 7, plus c, n plus 5, n plus 6. Let's write this down. N equals minus 6. And you get 6. That's not so bad, right? And if n is minus 6, you'd have the first and last term disappear, and then you'd get b. And minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. And minus 6 plus 7 is 1. So what do you get? You would get b is equal to minus 6. I'm going to get my eraser out, and I'm going to erase that now. And let me just get a finer eraser going here. And I said the b was minus 6, right? Okay. Let's try another one. Let's try n equals, let's take a look. I'm going to say minus 5. And what do you get there? You still get 6. And then you get a. Well, then you get 1. Let's see, because minus 5 plus 6 is 1 and 2. So you get 2. So this means a is going to be 3. Now, I will say this. If I'm making mistakes here, what follows is just going to be a nightmare. These problems are carefully written, by the way. 3. And let's do the n equals minus 7. You get 6. Well, the a disappears, the b disappears, now you get the c. And if I chose minus 7, you're going to get minus 2, and then you get minus 1. And that's going to be 2c, which means c is equal to 3. All right, let me just get my eraser out. Erase this. And I'll put the 3 down for you. All right, so I want to just make sure you know what we're doing over here. And I just want to, I got to look at the sum too. I just did the partial fraction decomposition. But we're doing the sum. I'll write this over here. N equals 1 to infinity and 6, n plus 5, n plus 6, n plus 7. And that equals the sum, n equals 1 to infinity, of that partial fraction decomposition. I'll write this over here. And it kind of looks nightmarish at this point, doesn't it? I think you know what I'm going to do. That's what we've been doing. I'm going to write Sn down. This is big N. And that's going to be the sum, n equals 1 to big N. This is a partial sum. And you get 3 little n plus 5 minus 6 little n plus 6, let's see, plus 3 little n plus 7. All right? So I'm saying, take a moment to think about that. But now what I got to do is I have to write things down. And I'm gonna do it. And I'm going to start with 1. And I want to concentrate. I really do. So I'm going to write 3. And if I'm starting at 1, that would be 6. Let's see, minus 6, 7, plus 3, that would be 8. Let's write the next one down. We're going to get a 2. What do you get? 3 over 7 minus 6 over 8. Boy, this looks tough, doesn't it? Plus 3 over 9. 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Well, a little pattern there, isn't there? Let's put this one 3/8 minus 6/9 plus 3/10. Yeah, I think I'm going to write a few more down. 3/9 minus 6/10 plus 3/11. So I'm getting tired. So I'm going to go dot, dot, dot. I know it's difficult, but I want to go towards the end. And someone says, I don't even know what the end is. I got to look. Oh, it's n plus 5. So big N plus 5. It's not 1, is it? It's 3. Sorry about that. Minus 6 n plus 6. I'll look back over to make sure I'm saying this right, by the way. 3 n plus 7. Let's make sure I did that right. 3, yeah, I think I did it right. I want to move backwards a little bit, though. I'm always doing that, right? So it's a lot of terms, though. I realize that. And you say, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. You can try to see a pattern. Let's put the next one down, the prior one. So it's going to be n plus 4 minus 6 over n, let's see, plus 5, and then plus 3 n plus 6. Let's go back one more. 3. I'm about to do more, you know. N plus 3 minus 6 over n plus 4 plus 3 over n plus 5. I do want to encourage, if you're looking at things and not knowing where it's going, you're probably making a mistake, all right? So what I'm going to do is I can kind of look at it, and I'm looking for things to disappear. And what I want to claim to you is I think I'm seeing something. And I want to tell you what I think I'm seeing. You know, 3 ace and 3 ace is 6 ace. It would just cancel this guy here. Right, let's do the next one. 3 9s, sorry about that. 3 9s and 3 9s is 6 9s, and it would cancel this guy over here. Now I hope you realize there's 3 10s. There'd be a 3 10s here. That would cancel this one here. So I think I'm seeing that, but I want to work my way backwards, all right? So 3 over n plus 5. I'm not sure what's happening with the computer. And 3 over n plus 5 is 6 over n plus 5. This would cancel off. And I got to, sort of like be hopeful that this and this with that would also cancel off. So I'm going to say everything is canceling off now. I see the pattern, all right? So the question is, when I see the pattern, I've got to write down what's left over here. And I'll write it down for you. So what am I left off with? 3 6. Again, minus 6 7s. Again, don't be discouraged by writing. Plus 3 7s. Let me make sure I'm saying that right, by the way. 3 6 6 7s. Yeah, minus 6 7s, 3 7s. Going to go towards the end. Oh boy, that's a lot of work, isn't it? So you're going to get plus 3 over n plus 6 minus 6 over n plus 6 plus 3 over n plus 7. Well, you know what? I think I can do some things. I'm not going to do a lot of work, but some work. And 3 6 is 1/2. That's done. When I add these two together, I'm going to get minus 3 7s. All right, I think I can add these two together. That's minus 3 over n plus 6, and then plus 3 over n plus 7. There's not much else I can do with that, except maybe the first two terms I could add together. So let me do that. What are you going to get? Well, 2 times 7 is 14, and you're going to get 7 minus 6, which is 1/14, minus 3 over n plus 6, plus 3 over n plus 7. All right, now I don't want to lose track of what we need to do, but what we need to do is realize that this is just Sn. And what do I have to do now? Limit now. So limit, as the big N goes to infinity, of Sn. Well, let's look at it. The first term is just 1/14, but the last two terms disappear. So what do you get? 1/14. And what does that equal to? It equals the sum that we just figured out, n equals 1 to infinity of the original problem we had, which was 6 over n plus 5, n plus 6, and n plus 7. And this equals 1/14. Let's look at the key, see how we did. And looking at it, we did fine. We got 1/14. We're doing all right. Thank you.